Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Vandal was moving up though, so understanding that it was going to be a 2v2. As Doiv moving towards this mid lane as well. Cuz in the area, the 3v3 is on as Zenith Blade goes in. It's a fair bit of damage on Andal, who doesn't have the Unbreakable Will just yet. And the ulti comes out from Bulldog, gets two as Polu so close to surviving, but first blood is going to come on through, and Leaper now trying to answer as Doiv. That was a sick flash, but he still has to use the flash in trade for a headbutt as the arrow just barely going to miss. And Fate gets on over the wall, but cancels that auto, doesn't find the rocket. There's the flash, and he'll find that one. Cool guys, don't look at explosions. A 1-for-1 trade as both supports go down.
Paulu's going to take the opportunity to back here, and they're just really hesitant on this one, but I think they should be able to take this. But now they've waited so long. Cuz is coming down. That's not the proactivity I was looking for.
Well, there's the arrow. It's going to connect. Solar Flare, lay it on top. The Grasping Roots. It was beautiful from the bros, and Cuz is going to go down as well. That's what they were waiting for. Well, there's the answer.
Yeah. Okay, so I get it now. All right, let's wait for them to start. Let's not do the dragon unless we can get 2 kills as well. Now this Corki has a second one.
Oh, man. And that's the good.
Time.
Yes, Cuz is going to be considering that one. It might also be Dudu just going to kill the turret. And that is likely to be exactly what's going to happen here. There's also a cow, and Morgan's going to all out of there. And then just mitigate some CC and walk his way through. So that is going to be that. Still, first turret blood going on over to Kwangdong Freecs. Who now, because it's, you know, monsoon season here in Seoul, so that would make some sense. As, oh dear. Morgan, he's getting some deja vu. As he's going to push Andal back in, but he's still put in prison. And taken down. Is definitely just not getting very much help today.
Yeah, his death participation stats going up.
Yes, definitely really good kill participation for Kwangdong Freecs. For Morgan in this game.
Well, they are able to gank him twice. The first time to get a turret, the second time to get a kill and a turret. So again, Nar has a lot of money in this game, and that is just going to continue to be the case. It's going to be a side lane threat as Leaper and Andal try to defend this turret. It will be a turret in trade here to be back to the positivity
point, right? Like this is like mid game. It's when we sort of stop figuring out these proactive plays, or the proactive plays, I should say. And it doesn't quite work.
Dudu's just killing turrets, man.
He's so much emphasis on getting control of the river right here. I mean, there's going to be no dragon for 4 minutes time. But they're just trying to make sure that they can move down here and secure the last few bits of this health bar on this bottom outer turret, as Polu could be in trouble. Snapback does come through for Bulldog though, as now Doiv is being closed in on. He flashes out. Beautiful use of the Stranglethorns as Bulldog tried to get over the wall to find the Zyra, but she went the other direction. And speaking of which, Bulldog is now completely on the wrong side of the map. It's a disaster. Envy almost finds the volley as well to kill Leaper, and Morgan, he picks up a kill. The bros are well and truly back in it now.
Oh yeah.
Indecisive here from Bro. Trying to work out whether they want to defend this inner turret. They're going to lose it, and they might also lose the fight here if things go wrong. Doiv setting up the plants now. Dudu is mini-Nar in this moment as they look to engage onto Andal. He throws down the ultimate though, and now the Glacial Prison going wide. Bulldog making his way in. The Pulverize onto 3 is gigantic, but Andal's still suffering. The bros somehow all alive until finally the supports are traded. But Kwangdong Freecs, they take inner turret, they take dragon, they win the objective.
They win the objective. It's a trade of kills. But so much of this, like you said, was indecisive for Bro. They couldn't decide whether they wanted to hold the aggro.
Like, look at all of these plants. Like, Doiv is ready to destroy the Baron. As Arrow is going to connect onto Leaper. Let's see whether they can get anything done. Double Pulverize here from Andal. Cuz looking to make his way in. There is the Glacial Prison onto Polu. Solar Flare doesn't quite get the stun onto Bulldog. And unfortunately, Polu just a little bit too far in, and Bro not able to find a true engage problem.
Absolutely.
Now moving over towards this Baron. Envy taking a bit of damage from the True Shot Barrage, but not a massive amount. Does have a Vampiric Scepter, so should be able to get that health back as all right. Morgan thinks he might have found an angle. Solar Flare is going to get immediately cleansed of the slow. Glacial Prison does next to nothing. Just going to try and stop them as the flash forward from Polu. And there's the arrow. Let's see whether they can get in there. It's a brilliant grasping roots to come out from Doiv. They grab two, the entire bottom lane just eradicated.
Crowd speechless.
Yeah, Bro are just going to be able to move over to the Baron. They should be able to take this.
Man, Palu, he's just gonna go in today, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He just goes to C. Cuz is over here looking for a potential steal. He has Flash and Smite, but Palu's just gonna zone him out. Bulldog, again, on the cross, but nothing he can do here. And this is just a Bro Baron.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're gonna try to trade it for mid-turret, but I think Bro's gonna say Worth on this one.
And they managed to get it. Yeah, and the thing is, like,
you just have to have all these things go right simultaneously. Palu, though, he is 7 out of 8 KP, man. If Bro win this game, he has got to be picking it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a game from this man.
And he is just all of the Bro activity, right? Like, he is the one making absolutely every single one of these moves, and he's not stopping. This is the best part, is the fact that when it goes wrong, do you know what he does as a response? Do it again.
Yeah.
And see whether we can get it right this time.
He is going to be proactive from start to finish. He said, you guys are stopping proactivity around 20 to 25 minutes, not me.
Nope. And he's not, and hopefully he's going to continue it through game 2 as well.
They finally shored up the gold diff for the top lane. Yeah, yes, Flame Horizon nearly happened, but it's a 3-kill Corki. This Ashe is still relevant, still great engaged, still will do big damage when set up.
And look at Fate. He's just wandering after Andal. He has to flash. The arrow's going to connect once again. And oh no, Leaper is going to pay for his sins. A teleport's coming in as well. Bro immediately moving towards this inner turret in the mid lane. They'll be able to at least chaperone this siege minion for a moment before they get to work, and they'll be able to take that one down. Is it base broken? It should be right now.
Yeah.
And it's a 3.2k Red Bull Baron power play. They've still got 45 seconds. They'll take an inhibitor turret, an inhibitor. Are they looking, wait, are they looking for the win?
Out here.
I mean, Dudu, yeah, exactly right. He is just backing now. As he will turn up, the Naba in not a great position. And Bro see him, and they're like, all right.
That's true.
I tell you what though, Fate, a year out of the LCK, he comes back, he's looking really good. I feel like the rest
one get out of jail free card. We know how it works, okay? I just explained it, so.
That's Soul Point though, and that is going to be Ocean
and
Soul
Dudu,
Point.
He's ready to kill the base. He's like, you guys can chase the Yone across the map if you want, but you might want to look at the mini-map. I'm level 18, and I might be getting an inhibitor. Morgan is going to show up.
Yeah,
Flame Horizon or no, and he's going to be able to clear these minions, but the next
time... They need to just start it immediately. They will do so. Ezra are going to be helping out with the damage here as Cuz in the area. Morgan coming on over. They're going to look for the turn. Let's see whether they can take down this Sejuani. Does use the Q, gets himself out of there. Now Bulldog on the flank angle. Dudu in Mini-Na right now. They do manage to find the Glacial Prison. Palu, he goes in. He's soaking up so much of this. Andal also going to be taken out as Bulldog has to flash away. The rest of Bro all grouped up, and in comes the Gnar. But it's the Mini, and Envy has got a beeline on top of him. Morgan gets his revenge, and he takes down the Yone as well. The Roots will grasp, and they find Leaper, and Cuz is like, where did my team go? The Bros are going to destroy us.
The Bros are going to destroy you. They're coming to your base right now. And Morgan, he may have been 100 CS down or more this game, but he's able to get the last laugh on Dudu, the one to take him out in the fight. And Leaper, no flash, has to cleanse, is zoned out, does very little damage. And Bro, they did it.
They were not broken after all. All they needed was the Doiv to come in and Polu to start these fights as they're getting the depth treatment, but I don't think it's going to matter. There goes the Nexus. And round...
Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Bottom lane like it was last time around.
Yep. Envy with his Berserker's Greaves now. Moving on over. You can see, speaking of moving on over, Morgan is going to find Dudu here. Pushes him around a little bit. As the first dragon is going to be collected by the Bros in response to the grubs that were picked up. As now Doiv,
but a little bit tougher, so Doiv definitely not the same level of agency this time around.
That's all right, Polu going in. Leaper taking a fair bit of damage here as now Envy chasing after them. Frost shot slowing down the members of Kwangdong Freecs, but they are standing their ground now. And the arrow will fly out. Only level 5s here for Andal and Leaper, unfortunately. And there's first blood in the 2v2 for Envy and Polu.
Pushing that mid wave in. A little bit wary about what could happen here with Envy also missing topside. Morgan's back up there.
Oh dear.
No.
Yeah, Bulldog possibly out of position. There's the flash forward. Of course there's the flash forward from Polu. And the Unbound Soul was his demise. You can see Bulldog there in the player cam looking a little frustrated as well. As the all-out now onto Dudu. Morgan identifying that there is no Narbar there.
The timing of this from Morgan is just so easy. He's like, all right, you're out of Narbar. Cannot Mega. I mean, it's done, and now I'm looking for my angle there. Spaces it perfectly, and now this is just going to be the Dragon.
Well, True Shot Barrage trying to go for a steal there is Leaper, but it's not going to be able to happen. And there is the Hex Tech, I believe actually called by our mate Yundo in the back room. It's going to need to coincide with some better play, and that hasn't quite started just yet. It might start now, though, as Cuz looking to try and challenge the Pillar of Flame. So much damage, though. Quickness over the top of them, but where's the damage to follow up? As, oh my god, the journey that Polo just went on was gigantic, and Fate picks up the kill under the Rakan. Morgan finding the angle, Cuz is executed, Leaper annihilated, and Bro are activated in round 2.
And they are just
He's flying in, Polo down to 50%. They're still wanting to stand up here as Doi getting very low, but look at Fate. These rockets really starting to hurt, but Dudu, he has the Mega. Wallop comes on down. The arrow is going to connect here onto Andil. That is going to be the Rift Herald secured, as the Glacial Prison does not very much of anything at all. They're a little bit split, but Polo is also a little bit dead. Still, Cuz just trying to run away. Envy just following him with these frost shots. Gets distracted by Leaper, as Andil with the quickness is not really doing much of anything. And there's the all-out Andil. He keeps himself alive. Oh, Morgan not able to get in there and do it. The health bar's so low, and they're just getting executed. Fate trying to do it, but he'll get taken down as well. Oh, Bro. All just falling apart there in that play.
What is it, 2021 Spring? We flipping for Herald?
Oh, dear. Oh, Dudu. Okay, he gives them one back. He gives them one back.
He gives them one back.
Oh, True Shot Barrage. Okay, it's fine.
Oh boy, that was going to push Kwangdong Freecs into 1,000 gold the lead. After all of that is a TP flank here from Dudu.
Yeah, the Narbar in a great position this time around as well, as Envy is immediately going to cleanse, flashes away from the Gnar at the same time, but it means the Ashe isn't in the team fight. The quickness is so incredibly powerful. Morgan, he gets a huge all-out, but they've taken down the brand. Oh, goodness. Okay, Dudu, that is not where you want it to be. That is an angry Cassante, and he ain't getting Flame Horizon this time, as Fate is chasing after Andil. Wants to be able to get this kill. Let's see whether he can actually get in there. It is actually going to be Fate that collects it. And so Bro going to win out on this fight. They might be able to transition into a Dragon as well, as Morgan
can't actually hit anybody. They're all kiting towards killing Andil and Dudu while also escaping Leaper's damage. Very uncoordinated again here, this time by Kwangdong. And we're back even in goal.
Yep, it is even Steve.
Soul Point.
Yep, Soul Point is actually coming on through here, Cuz he has won those, and he is going to do so. Just presses the smite button as now Polo, he has the Eclipse, but he's still going to get cut down. Morgan finding Dudu, but he's looking for the rest of the team, and I think Morgan's just really dead. He's not even going to flash in this moment. Just realizing that he's just going to get chased down after that. So it is now Bro's turn to find the inopportune
Definitely had some questionable moments in this game, just like he did in game 1. I'm not convinced Kwangdong have a lead.
And the thing that I'm convinced about is the fact that the item spikes are starting to come in. There's the teleport. Oh, the setup from Morgan and Envy. That was gorgeous. And Fate is just going to cash it in. Oh, man, that was sick from the Bros. They get the control ward in. And Bro not actually going to do this. And in the meantime, the inner turret's going to go down and the Drake's going to go down as well. Like, Bro, I don't know whether this was the call. This was not the way, and they are just going to move all together to try and defend their inner turret in the mid lane as well. This was an out rotation and just a bit of a disaster here for Bro. Going for the proactive plays, but the problem is that Bro they're kind of together and not doing anything together, right? As waves are getting pushed in, side lanes are actually getting collected here by Kwangdong Freecs, and this gold lead is just extending.
The only champ they really had vision on to try to punish was the Ezreal. Even though Cuz was nearby, they couldn't see him. Speaking of, like, they can't set up engage if they can't see what to engage on, and this is just the Baron going down. Bro cannot close the gap anymore.
They're going to try and move in. Kwangdong Freecs staying on it for the moment. Cuz and Bulldog in the area. Their health bar's getting lower as there is the back to come through. I believe the teleport actually... No. Yes, it was the teleport from Fate. Yeah, moving him towards the top side.
Dudu
has immediately checked Morgan, you know.
Dudu has his, but doesn't have the Gnar anymore. But still, there's no way close to this Baron pit there. So far away. Asher is still not back.
Well, Andal taking a little bit of damage here as they just try to lock down the Baron. There it goes. Not quite able to kill Doive, but they do exactly what they need to do. Really well played by Kwangdong Freecs. And they are just playing the map so much better than Bro. Bro just being ran around a little bit. These inner turrets are going to go down. The map is not only going to get a whole lot more dark for Bro, but also the money is just going to really become a massive issue. Bulldog getting very aggressive, level 17 on both of the solo laners here. 16 only just being hit for Morgan. Very similar case for Fate as well.
I mean, speed and ability haste that this Ezreal is going to be sitting on.
Oh, yeah.
As well as if he gets that fourth one, if we get to that point in this game, all of that plus extra slows.
Positivity, that's a lot of damage from Leaper's True Shot Barrage. And now, Bro, they're just going to start it up. Bulldog is in the top lane winning the game. And Bro are just doing Baron. Okay, quickness is going to fly in from Andal as well. That is a whole lot of work that he's getting done here as Polo is just trying to play bouncer as best he can. Fate is fighting against Leaper and losing, and they are all dying one after the other. They might be able to get Leaper, but that is going to be it. That is the ace. And Kwangdong Freecs can just go back to what Bulldog was doing earlier and look to return the favor here to the Bros and bring us to game 3.
It's game 3. The series we expected, going the distance. Envy in that fight hitting a very, very tanky Sejuani, not able to put the damage into the carries. Double teleport turns a 5v3 to a 5v5. And the wallets, they were heavy. Kwangdong Freecs with some better map reads here. And they're going to bring us to that third and final game.
There goes the Nexus.
Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Later parts of the game, so this is going to be very nice for Bro. In return will be the Mountain Drake that goes over to Kwangdong Freecs, which is in itself quite significant too, but if the Jax does end up with 5 grubs and has some time in his side lane, same with the Yone, can of course clear turrets very quickly if given some additional time.
Yep.
Does feel like that could be the more valuable setup here as Fate's coming up here, looking to punish the Gnar.
Yeah, this is dangerous. Doive with his Frost Armor is actually pretty capable of tanking up these turrets. Morgan has to get through these minions though. And now Doive, yeah, he's just going to flash on in. Dudu now with Mega Nav is going to come on through, but the Fate is going to be sealed. And in fact, Fate is also going to pick up the kill. Really nicely done.
As Doive also commits his just to make sure they lock up that CC to guarantee that Fate can hit his ult and seal his fate.
As Arrow going to connect here. They find Polo, and he was in the dark, and he's just going to be taken out here. Crashes into the wall. Cuz is going to hop on the steed, or wear the pants.
Yes, he does not connect with it, but Solar Flare on cooldown here. Yeah. Weaver's Wall also available for Bulldog, but the angle is a little bit tricky, actually. They just don't have a great entry point.
And Envy's rotating in. Going to meet Leaper in the mid lane right now. They can see Cuz clearing out this control ward. His first grub is going to be taken down. There's the knock up onto Andal. Permafrost comes in as well, but they're investing the teleport, and they only get half the health bar of the Leona as the teleport is actually going to get cancelled as Dudu going down low. Cuz sneaks in and steals away one of the grubs, but now Andal's in a bit of trouble. Extendo Beam comes through. Polu finds the angle with the Magnus Storm, and now Envy is starting to get online. Cuz trying to do what he can as he transforms into the Dead Rel. But now Fate is fighting Leaper, and he'll take him down. Bulldog is going to punish him, but it's still a Bro win in the team fight.
And it's a Bro win on 5 grubs for the
Colors
Jack.
cashed through. So Doive, thinking about a Doive, perhaps.
And you know what? I don't know about the Jax and Gnar matchup. I'm not going to necessarily make judgment on that, but if you just keep diving the Gnar, it's pretty good for the Jax.
I think so too. I think that's going to start getting him ahead. And also, another thing that's good is Cloud Soul. It's, you know, it's a bit of a non sequitur. I just wanted to say it. That's
very good for Zeri.
It is certainly, and also good for if you're not as comfortable rotating, and that is something that Bro have certainly been, as Glacial Prison is going to come down. Great Magnus Storm there as well, as they just layer the CC through. The Gnar is dead, and now Andal, oh, I don't know whether that was the safe direction to go. He didn't have too many options here, and I think he is just dead. Shattering Strike comes on through, and MB gets another one.
I mean, this is a disaster for Kwangdong Freecs. They're matching the rotations, but so late that not only are they not saving their Gnar or the turret, but they're giving over kills a second time here. Additional kills going over. 5 assists for this Jax up there. Bro just turned that narrative on its head. This time they play through Morgan, and he is getting massive advantages from it. The Zeri, though, the biggest winner of this.
Yeah, and the fact that it's Doiv with only one of the kills in this situation and Morgan still sitting on 0-0-5 on this Jax, really getting amongst it. The most involved he's been in an early game in what feels like forever is now Dudu. Oh, Permafrost starting to get stacked up. Yeah, he's just dead again. Probably going to come on over, and these are the two like utility champions that just take out this mini-nut.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Dudu, it was like vengeance is there for the side of Bro, and specifically for the side of Morgan in this game. He is going to feel very cathartic about what is happening in this early game. Fate's going to take out a second turret here for the side of OK. To that arm guard, which the stats of it alone will be relatively useful into the Ione, but he's not going to team fight with his squad. I don't know how much the stasis is going to be valuable, as they might catch Fate.
Nope. Oh, walk. He is going to ult away, though, so that means that it puts the Fate Sealed on cooldown. It seals Fate's ability to use his ultimate, as it were.
Yeah, he likes the pun champions, huh?
Yeah, definitely is. Arrow going to connect here. Weaver's Wall going to scale on through, but Envy, he gets over. And the seismic shove, yeah, that's not walk, that's run, because there's a Cloud Soul.
I mean, look at this flank here for Morgan. They really need to respect this, though, and they're not in position with Prio. This Herald will change that narrative very quick, though, and
yeah,
means that Bro are going to have to go and defend this or give up Dragon Prio.
Well, Dudu, they're just going to dive on top of him. Doiv not actually going to connect the ulti, but it doesn't matter. Magnus Storm from Polo is gorgeous, and now Envy dives in. I don't even know whether he really wants to, but Bulldog, he's going to break that arm guard, and he's just going to find a Permafrost waiting for him. There's the double as the lightning is going to strike. And Bro, they turn getting heralded in the mid lane to taking a mid lane turret, and Fate wants even more. God, Handle, I don't know about that one.
Careful, my man.
Blade was not what he wanted to do.
Careful, he ended up on the wrong side of that fight.
Are in a very winnable scenario.
It's
right
tough
now
to toss this one out.
I think it should be, but I am very worried by the amount of positivity, because I don't want to Brinks it, you know. I'm just adding BR to everything, and it's probably not the way to do it. Okay, this is going to be their first Dragon of the game, so blue side tends to get
they
Dragon.
Win the fight, so you, as Kwangdong approaching this, have to be so cautious. And yeah, Cuz got gold early, but he hasn't really been able to turn that into anything.
Oh, Doiv gets out of the way, seismic shove. Kwangdong Freecs still preventing a Baron from just being taken here. But that's not what Bro want. They want to find a fight, and here it is! The Magnus Storm comes in, Cuz nowhere to go, no options. It's another kill for Envy, and that's the perfect target, right?
Yep, that's the jungler down, had flash and ult, but just isn't able to get out of there. And somebody's got to check, but they just have no vision, and there's just too many threats. And this is done with the Ione pushing the side as well. He had a wraparound angle too. Kwangdong Freecs were just so cut off from the rest of the map, and then yeah, you push the Jax out of the bottom lane, but he doesn't care. He doesn't even need it for this Baron. Yeah, teleport went to mid lane so they could set up that second wave here, and Bro
utilize the 1-3-1, use the rest of them to try and take this Drake.
You're so far ahead, you don't need 5 people necessarily to win this fight.
As a seismic shove, unfortunately, Polo is not going to be running away from you, Kwangdong Freecs. He is very, very happy to fight, as Cuz is not. He's just going to get taken down as Envy's in the back line. Actually flashes away. The wallop's going to go wide. The spacing's gorgeous. And man, I've been pretty critical of this guy, but that was an outplay if ever I've seen one. And Bro are going to, yeah, possibly just win.
And Fate, I mean, he doesn't care about dying here.
Unless he just kills both of them. Okay, Leap is going to get knocked up. Can he actually do it? No. Leap is now going to be able to make his way home, but home is getting destroyed. And Bro, Nexus turret number 2 going to go down. The Nexus is finally going to fall in 2 games of the same series. And
these were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.